So we're back after what, almost 2 months. If
Something like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
yeah.
life getting in the way and all that jazz. So how you been, man? You all good?
Yeah, been well, been better than recently, but we get there.
Yeah, that's good. As long as you're okay with yourself. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yourself.
oh
Everything
yeah, all
good.
good. Just the usual, being geeky, working hard, looking after the cat babies. All the same. So yeah, so let's catch up with what we've missed in the last 2 months or so. Anything jumped at you, geek related, or just you know anything topical that you can think of?
Ooh, I don't know off the top of my head. You put me on the spot there. Punk returned.
Yeah.
The Flash got abused.
No, I haven't watched it yet, but Justin's positive, and I'm like, yeah, but from the stuff I read and the leaks and just the way it's mishmashed together, nah. I'll wait until it comes on streaming. I won't go cinema.
No, it's not worth your £5.
No, well, £5. What era are you in? This is like 11 to 14 quid
It's five
nowadays.
pounds up here, mate.
So,
£5 for premium seats up here.
oh well, yeah, but you're in the valleys. Oh yeah,
No, the valleys. I'm from Wrexham.
closer. Though. You're
No,
more
no,
closer
valleys.
to the valleys than I am.
No, you're closer than me.
Uh,
I'm the other end of the country.
hey, I was never good at geography, so don't hold that against me. So yeah, so Punk, are we excited? Where do you fall on the fence? Because there's a bit of 50-50 at the moment. People love that he's back, and the rest are a bit drama.
I'll be honest, I've not watched a single second of anything to do with Punk returning at the moment.
Really, no collision, no.
No, I seen a
Oh,
few little short videos online, but I haven't watched anything. I
see,
just know he's returned in a triple threat, triples match.
well, trios type, yeah, yeah, two trios, yeah. I know what you're saying.
That's it.
Hard to beat that. It's not, yeah. Well, I like it, like Collision, because it reminds me of old school WCW. So you probably won't like it.
So it's shit then, yeah.
Oh, fuck off, man. Hey, it's like Nitro, like the logo alone. I thought, it's not going to be, it's just going to be a gimmick. But some of the setups, just the way it is, it's got the old NWA kind of promo at the beginning of the show and stuff, which I like. It's very old school vibes. You can tell Punk and people like minded like FTR that are very old school wrestlers have kind of put their input. So it's more like vintage wrestling, which I don't mind. I grew up on some vintage stuff, so far it's working. I think we'll see how it goes. They got Samoa Joe this week versus CM Punk, so that should be.
Yeah, that's just their first match in like 20 years, isn't it?
Yeah, I think yeah. I think the last was like Ring of Honor, wasn't it? Where they had that, So this is the time, but I must have thought like because it's been a while since I watched the matches, but I thought Samoa Joe won and Punk won one, but from the way AEW's talking, Punk's never won against Samoa Joe. So maybe I'm thinking back with like rose tinted sunglasses. But from the sounds of it, I don't know the way the story's going. Punk's going to win. Well, maybe that's just because I'm a mark.
Or maybe there's some outside interference, and then they do it again at a pay-per-view in London.
Maybe. I'm still holding out for the Kenny Omega versus CM Punk at Wembley. You know,
It'll be CMFTR versus Elite if they're going to go that route.
yeah. But I don't know. Like he was on Dynamite, and granted they weren't there, but the idea that it was going to be a band like a split, wasn't it? Brand split. So he was only going to be on Saturdays. So when he came on Wednesday a couple of weeks ago, it's made people go, testing the waters, so to speak. But because the elite weren't there, you don't really know, do you?
Yeah.
Until they're all in the same building or same locker room without throwing fists, biting people. We'll see what happens. But I'm positive. Like so far, so good. Like I know he's still a bit rusty, but you got to think one, the age he is. Two, he's coming off a bad injury. So, but Mike's skills, he's still there. He's still top of his game. Still, think he's slowly morphing into like Roddy Piper, just the way he holds himself and stuff. But I get it. If he's a mark for Roddy Piper, if I was a wrestler, I'm a mark for CM Punk and Bret Hart. So I'll be more inclined to be, you know, look at that Shawn Michaels mark face. The minute I mentioned Bret, you're like, no, no,
Yeah.
no.
Brett was just bang average, but that's a different
Ah, 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 ah.
conversation. That's a different
So,
conversation.
so this week is was his birthday. So let's
Yeah.
not this the best of his, the best of was, the best of ever will be on his birthday week.
He was a bang average at this and that, and there was. He was though bang.
What?
He was bang average.
No, he wasn't. Okay, promo skills until he came heel. I understand. Babyface Brett, his heel, like his promo skills were a bit shocking. But technician wise, the holds, the match. Look at the vintage matches. I know it's not for everyone's taste, but I love the Iron Man submission kind of matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he only looks good because the other people around that time were also useless compared to nowadays. Well, you
Well,
are. You
don't
can't
say
say like
useless. The
he was
attitude. I know what
overrated
you're
or
saying. The
great.
attitude era. Like we look back because there's some great moments, but I know what you're saying. Wrestling has changed, but then you say that it hasn't really changed because the flippy dippy shit was done probably better with Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. If you think about it, in WC, oh yeah, so it's WCW, so of course you don't know anymore. All those crews there, white classics, you know, Psychosis, you got Hoovertooth. Come on, see, you know what? I'm going to do this. If this video gets the most views, you're going to have to watch at least 5 vintage episodes of
No,
WCW.
I'll watch 5 vintage matches. I ain't watching 5 episodes.
Okay, 5 episodes. That's 5 hours. That's not a lot. Okay, yeah, 5 vintage episodes of my choosing. If this gets most, because at the moment on YouTube, 66 views is the highest. For some reason, the romance episode with Dan special guest appearance, somehow people catered to that. So maybe it's the old saying: if you have a brown on a podcast, it's good luck. So
Well,
yeah, but I've got a good feeling. I am gonna, you know, get that views up any way I can, just so you can watch 5 of my favourite Nitro matches.
you got yeah, you got to give it a time frame. You can't just love it.
I know, because you're dad. I can't just go tomorrow.
No, I mean like you got to give it like a couple of weeks, and then that's a cut off.
Yeah. Oh, as in like what? I get loads of views tomorrow, and then
No,
what?
say like the end of next week.
Okay, by the end of next week. Okay, but still, if he gets the most views, then I don't know. Things happen, don't they?
Could be too late.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, this could bomb really bad. People are like, what? Let's not bully Colin into watching Nitro.
Yeah, that's just abuse. That is.
Oh
What else
come
you been
on.
watching recently then, or listening?
So watching wise, I've been watching Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. She's on season 2. I think episode 3, 4. I watched yesterday, so I can tell by the way you just looked.
No, I've seen your little videos online.
Yeah, it's my little fan theory. Secret Invasion's probably more up your alley.
I haven't started that either yet. That's my project this weekend. Is to get into that.
That's getting good. It started off a bit paint by numbers, what do you assume, but now it's getting the meat on the bones there now. So yeah, I think probably doing the right way, where if you wait, you can binge probably 3 to 4 episodes. Where I'll get to the end of the episode and I'll get fucking frustrated.
No, I tried to watch it, but my streaming services were a bit dodgy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just doing it the more adult, logical way.
Oh no, I'm doing it the pirate way.
Do not say stuff like that. It's incriminating. This could be used in court.
I don't know what you're on about.
Exactly. So,
I sit there with an iPad.
anyway, Disney Plus is a very good streaming. Yeah. But what about yourself then? Well, you've been
Uh,
watching them.
the only thing I've watched in the last 2 weeks is the under 21s football and the Ashes cricket.
Are you
Yeah,
like morphing into like a 50, 60-year-old man or something. Do you
Yeah,
have a
I'm
cup of,
getting.
do you have your cup of tea as well while I was watching the Ashes?
I do
Because one
indeed.
of the three
I'm a,
beers,
I'm
because
a chocolate
is the
bar.
Ashes is Ashes the long one? Because I know there's one cricket that's really long, and then there's the fast cricket. Or am I just remembering things?
No, you're sort of on the right track. It's a test match, and test matches go up to 5 days.
Oh, okay.
And then you can have 1 day matches, and then you got like 50 over games, and then the
Yeah.
T games, which are 20 overs, which are done in a couple of hours.
Oh, okay. Because like I remember when I was working at the Hogs, we used to have guys come in and just get like watch the game, get sloshed, and I go, "Oh, that's cool." And they go, "Oh, we'll be back tomorrow for the next part." I'm like, "What next part?" And he
Mhm.
goes, "Oh, yeah, it's a couple of days." I'm like, "Couple of what? They're playing over how many days?"
You can go to a cricket match, have as many beers as you want, and just sit down and watch cricket all day. It's great.
I get it, but like if you're there, like maybe I like the idea there's an end. Granted, after 5 days there is an end, but if I knew there was 5 days full of sport, I don't know. I know Tyler.
Sometimes games are
That's I'm
important.
wearing my gym t-shirt today, so there's me talking about I don't know about sport, and then I'm wearing a sport top.
You turn up for the World Cup. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
And you,
World Cup, Euros, bit of wrestling, probably a bit of UFC, the odd boxing if I know who the people are. Those kind of sports. Skateboarding, basketball. Granted, my knowledge of basketball only goes from 1994 to probably 2002. After that, I'm like, who the fuck are those teams? Who are these players? That's not Michael Jordan.
yeah, you retired many, many years ago, mate.
Yeah, then played golf. Or was it baseball? I can't remember. Or was that Space Jam? Am I thinking?
You're very much on the Space Jam lines where you did
Yeah.
retire and go back.
Yeah. Also, you mentioned listening as well. On repeat, I know I'm going to probably get some slack for this, but falling into reverse of getting good over the years. Like I know, like when they first came out, I thought they're a bit cringe, but maybe I've got an older taste, or maybe I've just given up. But I don't know if you've heard it, the Last Resort cover. No, it's like a very piano-y kind of stuff. I've listened to it on repeat. I think I annoyed Sarah many times. She's like, Do you have to listen to it that many times?" I'm like, mm. If that's the problem, with my OCD brain. If I like something, I can listen to it like 5, 6 times in a row.
Yeah, that's not for me.
No, yeah, I know what you're saying, but what about yourself? Anything you've been listening to, or
The recent Enter Shikari album's really good.
no?
I'm
Is
enjoying
it?
that.
As
That's been
in,
getting through work.
think I've only listened to the first. Was it first couple of albums? So is the sound still the same, or have they changed it up a bit, or because
Changes a bit.
because that
You
was
know,
like 20 years ago, wasn't it?
yeah,
The
it's
first
a
album.
very good time. It's a bit has influence of the old stuff, but it's a good sound. It's a good album.
Oh, I might give it a look. I
I
did
love
always like
Shikari.
like
So
Mothership and
I
stuff back then, and
I'm
the
very
clapping
biased.
one.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that was like 20 years ago back.
Yeah, I know. That's when I was dancing in some culture, going, "Oh, I like this one." And that's before you had Shazam and stuff, so you had to go on Crank, watch like 20 hours worth to figure out what that song was you heard the night before. To our younger viewers, we did not have a strong internet back then. I don't think Wikipedia was like as good as, well, I say as good as it is because people can still edit it, but it's my go-to now with Google. Yeah,
Google's your friend.
yeah.
Google's name, yeah, that's Jeeves.
That's G. Oh no, no, it's like was it Yahoo.
Yahoo,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, that's opened a memory of that as Ask Jeeves. Oh God. So let's move on before I have like a crisis of my God, I'm old.
You
Anything
are.
else? Yeah, I know I'm old, but like I don't like to remind it that I am old. If that makes sense. Like the universe doesn't have to always remind me.
The grey and the beard
I'm
of the
like
head
growing it. I'm growing it out because like for your stag do, I'm trying to
are,
get like
are
a
talking to
quiff.
you.
So
The hairline's talking to you.
I know it's talking to me, but that's what I'm trying to get. Good quiff for your stag do. Get my beard sorted. Then it's my 40th next year, and then I'm debating about
You should have saved it for your 40th.
So
Go
yeah.
with some quality watching. Have a fancy dress party.
No, because for my 40th, if I was having like, I've already like warned Sarah that I might be doing a Star Trek, fancy dress for my
Oh, we can
40th.
Star Trek for your stag do.
But no, for my 40th, like I want first contacts. I've always wanted that uniform and I've never had a reason to buy it. So my 40th, I can do something really stupid and buy a Star Trek uniform that I can like ham out for a weekend and make everyone else. No, we're not. I don't want to use the word bullying, but if it's my 40th, everyone else has to dress up. So people like yourself that aren't that inclined to fancy dress,
I'm
I'll have
washing
to,
my hair that night.
I'll have to use the old. What's my 40th? I'm almost dead. Come on, Carl.
I'm washing my hair that night. I'm busy.
Yeah, you. Oh, you're actually the whole weekend. Okay.
The whole that first week of September has gone, mate.
How do
Booked
you know
up.
it's the first week of September? Sarah could do like a throw ball, like a curveball, and do it the last week of August.
Oh,
So
bank
I
holiday.
don't, because I don't know. She's planning my 40th, so
Bank
I don't know
holiday,
what's
isn't it?
going on.
Bank
Yeah.
holiday August. Busy. Busy
Oh,
working.
okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. It's not like you've got how many year, like a year and a bit cut, like, yeah. Also, there's another thing as well, guys. If you want to bully him into something else, pick a costume for Colin, Star Trek related, and he has to do it. I don't
Whoa,
know.
why is something happening to me?
Choose between two. You can either 5 episodes of Nitro or what everyone else picks for his costume. You know what? I love these podcasts. You know, the ones where we just flow.
I ain't coming back after this one.
Oh, you know? Yeah.
Get
No,
sleep
you
out.
have to. It's a tradition. You've been on every single one. That's why I think it's like the Titanic or something, like a ship. You can't go on without, certain people.
Yeah, the Titanic sunk.
Yeah. And also, we're not going to mention anything about that because, again, that happened in the last 2 months. But you know what? People have said a lot about it. James Cameron. Yeah. I don't know why. You know, can't think of anything more boring. Seeing ruins, but in the water. Change the conversation, please.
I enjoy it, too.
So, thinking, I'm trying to think now. Like trailer, did you watch like movie related, like Guardians? I know you saw
I've
because I
seen
know
Guardians, yeah. You watch
I think
Guardians.
you're on for Star Lord and stuff.
We
Did you
enjoyed
enjoy it?
Guardians, very much so.
Yeah, got me in the feels, man.
Oh,
I
mate,
I
I was
can't lie,
close to crying.
mate.
So close to crying. Like the
Even the
little bit
idea of
pain.
using "Creep" as a song, like I've never been emotional when I heard it, and it was only at the beginning. So
Really, you got me, mate.
yeah,
Choking on my pick a mix, and it was
Matt,
hard.
I sat there. I think it probably didn't help. I had about 4 beers before the film because Sarah was like, "We'll have a couple of drinks." So a couple means a couple. So I fitted another two, and I think, mate, I probably would have been emotional, but the tears, I could feel it, and I was just like, "Nah, try and." It was just the end when he said Rocket Raccoon, like most silliest name in probably all the comics, and this is a lot because there's 3D man. But the idea that it got me in the feels, James Gunn has played it right. Where if he was called Rocket Raccoon for the beginning, you wouldn't care, would you? But so much. It's like I like canon. I like build up. And the idea that, granted, people say superheroes and MCU's gone too long, but look how much history they've already made. Like this, probably the film universe has built up so much. You know what I mean? Like, look at Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but they forget certain points. Star Trek in the films don't do what they do in the TV shows or whatever. They seem to forget. But where MCU, you know what I mean? Yeah, there might be fatigue. We don't know what's going on, Kang, but that got me there.
Yeah,
You
it's a
know
good
what I mean?
film. It's a really good film. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. And now I'm intrigued to see how he does Superman. Did you see the casting?
No,
No. So are you big into Superman or you don't care? Or
I don't
because I
mind
know you're not very
Superman.
DC, are you? Because you're more
No,
Marvel.
I don't mind Superman. I don't mind Batman. After that, it goes kind of downhill.
Yeah. See, that's the thing with Batman. Like, I love Batman, but my first love was Superman, and I think when you get it right to a certain level, everything else is just you can't, like Christopher Reeve is there. Everything else is kind of like Henry Cavill. He's got the look and stuff, but sadly, the films he's in, even Man of Steel is good, but it's not Superman one good.
Schneider, though, they.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued to see how this is because I said it's not a like it's a reboot, but there won't be flashbacks and stuff to because I'm kind of glad because it's like Uncle Ben. How many times can you see Jonathan Kent die? How many how many
You
times
know
can you see
the
him in
story.
Smallville? You know what I mean? So I'm intrigued to see how that goes. And then the only thing that's worrying me now about the Flash is the director of the Flash is going to do the new Batman film, Brave and the Bold. So I don't know how I feel about that. It's probably not even his fault, the directing. It's probably because it's so CGI heavy, from what one brother was saying, that of course there's going to be issues and stuff.
Yeah, and we get a Supergirl in the Flash, and the best
Yeah.
Batman of all time.
No, Christian Bale wasn't there. I
Now
think you
Keaton was
forget.
there.
Yeah, yeah, but you said the best Batman of all time, so
Yeah,
you got mistake. Also, the best Batman of all time is sadly dead, and he was in.
89.
Hmm?
Batman 89 is the best Batman.
Okay, he's probably the third best. No, yeah, the third best Batman because you've got Kevin Conroy, you've got Christian Bale, then probably Keaton, then probably Robert Patterson. Which 20 years ago I probably would never say that sentence. Robert Patterson as a Batman,
Yeah,
and
Mr.
then
Twilight.
and then you probably got I don't know between Ben Affleck and Val Kilmer, and then you got Adam West, and then you got the serial, and then right at the bottom is George Clooney.
Oh yeah, with his plastic nipples. Forgot
And
about
the
it.
and also the Bat Mastercard that still haunts me to this day because don't you have to like apply for a credit card? So if you apply for a credit card, what did he use his name as? The Batman
Yeah, well,
or
he probably
Batman?
owns the bank as
Yes, I
Bruce
get
Wayne.
it, but then isn't that a bit on the nose as well? Because Bruce Wayne is the biggest billionaire in Gotham. He's gave Batman a credit card. I don't know
You're just too suspicious about things, but
if
he's
you.
a straight
Oh,
lie.
sorry. Okay, maybe other people don't think that, but I don't know. It's suspicious. You think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else jumping out at you?
Top of my head, no, I've just been too busy with life at the moment, and
I get that, yeah.
it's very
Being a
much
dad and
become,
stuff and working.
especially when I'm trying to learn about VAT.
Oh
I've
yeah,
been
'cause you're being
bored.
accountant. Yeah, I was just thinking like that's okay. That's a nice hobby. Just looking into VAT and stuff, the history of VAT. But yeah,
I was
if it's a,
studying it last night, and it was doing my head in.
if it's your coursework, I guess it. How
Yeah,
far along are you?
I'm hoping to pass by the end of the year. That's the game, the goal.
And then Mr. Accountant, IRS.
Hopefully, we'll
Yeah.
see. We will see.
Oh, I've got faith in you, man. You're smart.
Smart.
That's mostly what you need, isn't it? Smartness.
Yeah, I got some of those.
Yeah, okay, maybe you shouldn't have said it like that. I got a lot of those. That could be a t-shirt. There you go. Mini pass. I'll get a t-shirt. You dress as RRS. Go. I got a lot of those smarts.
There's some smarts.
I got some smarts. I got the smarts. I feel like there's something I'm missing, but
Oh, I don't know, mate.
the top of my head, I can't. Yeah, I'll probably kick myself. We'll do the podcast, or people will comment, go, "Oh, why didn't you mention this?" And they're like, "Oh, son of a bish."
Yeah, but
But
for next week we'll be back on it.
yeah, because again, yeah, that's what I mean. You know, hopefully we can roll out. We do some themes again, stuff. You know, because I've still
Wait,
got a couple on the list that we can do. So tick those off and see if we can get a OG or a Brown on, see a
Yeah.
guest appearance, or we can try and get Justin do that final DC.
DC beating.
Yeah, just not beat him. We'll talk about what we like about DC, and then I'll let you just go ham. I just
Yeah.
need to get off the heart how much I like DC, how much he's upset me over the years, and then I'll dust my hands off. I'll sit there with my beer and go, you go on. But
Yeah.
besides that, I think that's mostly everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 So probably next week we'll think of a theme. We'll do a proper long episode, get some stuff out, and then hopefully we try and do once a week or twice a month, or even if it's just once a month, just
We'll,
try and break
we'll
the
figure it
curse.
out.
Say again, sorry?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's trial and error, isn't it? Because again, like the traffic alone on Instagram is ridiculous. That's another thing. Kraven trailer. That's what I remember now. Um, it's nothing, was it? Just there's a lot of bad stuff and maybe a
The
little bit of good stuff.
the Kraven trailer for the PlayStation Spider-Man was really, really good.
That's what I mean. But oh, sorry, I was
The
talking about the film.
Kraven film trailer was terrible.
I know. So it would if that came out in like 2002, you wouldn't care, would you?
Nah.
You would have gone, oh, okay. But because so much has changed, Sarah loves the actor though. She's got like a crush on him. So when I showed him the topless picture, she goes, yeah. But then when I tried to
Like,
explain Russell Crowe, I didn't even know it was linked to it. So when I saw him doing his Russian accent, is he just ticking off all the accents? So he's done Italian, he's done Greek, now he's doing Russian. I don't know what's next.
who knows?
Who knows? But
Crazy.
yeah, but at the moment, 63.1K views on Instagram. I've got like 956 comments. No, that's likes. And I've got something like 102 comments. And it's mad to think my most lazy reel. I've even said this today, the most laziest reel I've done. I've just put words about stuff that I've been slagging off the film. The most traffic our Instagram's probably had ever. So it's like we have bumped up, I think on the thing it's 83% more subscribers we've had in the last 3 years. So up to like 200 odd. Instagram is now firing up. YouTube's firing up. So hopefully, this is a new beginning of Geekple, the next
Yeah.
chapter.
The next, yeah,
We've got to think this is like the trilogy because we've done
the
3 parts,
Geekple.
haven't we? So now we're in our version of Endgame. So
Phase
hopefully, if we
two.
get like this, could be the biggest year for us. Yeah. But on that note, I'll let you get off the father duties, the IRS duties, catch up on Secret Invasion, all that stuff, and I'll see you next week.
Indeed.
Love you, mate. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Peace out.